Breaking news right now coming into Fox Business. President Trump has just sent a letter to the nation's governors saying that the administration is working on new coronavirus guidelines. So he says that new data is going to issue, the CDC, other guidance is going to come on a county-by-county basis that may suggest decreasing or increasing social distancing depending on where people are, where they live. Now, remember, the House of Representatives is expected to vote on the Senate's stimulus package tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning. Speaker Nancy Pelosi said earlier that they're going to have a voice vote on the floor that would pass the bill. So is the House going to sync up with the Senate? I want to bring in Republican Congressman Mark Green from Tennessee. Congressman, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Cheryl. Hope Charles is okay.
Oh, he's fine. He feels great. Are you kidding me?
Good.
He's trading stocks. And let's talk about Tennessee real quick here, because I just want to ask you first off, how are the folks in Tennessee doing?
Everybody back home is doing just fine. I mean, we have a few cases, we've had a few positives, and unfortunately we've had a death or two, but it's for the most part, everybody's following the rules and doing their social distancing. Most folks are ready to get back to work, though, and I mean, very eager to get back to work. When the president suggested maybe Easter, there were a lot of happy folks. But you know, Tennessee's a pretty resilient state. You take after the tornadoes, we had 1,500 people show up to help do the cleanup, and they didn't have room for them. They had to send them home. When this thing happened, Dollar General immediately announced that they were going to do senior-only hours. So from certain points of the day, only those 60 and older could come to the store. So just a lot of great people down there.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then. The president is sending this letter, just sent this letter to all the governors. And, you know, there's been a lot of talk about maybe it depends on where we are, whether or not we need to be on lockdown or we need to maybe do the honor system and trust that Americans in these specific counties that aren't hit hard by the virus or don't have any cases could maybe go about, you know, back to business somewhat. What do you make of that thought process?
Well, we have a big country, and obviously New York is at a different place in the curve than we are in Tennessee. We have to do certain actions based on where we are in the curve, and they have to do certain actions based on where they are in the curve. And I think that's prudent. And as we get more data on this virus, we can get granular in the way we take the virus on. So as the data and the curves come in, we can make better decisions.
Okay, let's talk about tomorrow for you and for your colleagues in the House. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi, it looks like it's going to be a voice vote. Is that what you're still hearing tomorrow morning?
That's what I'm hearing. We want to be careful too, and we want to lead by example with this whole social distancing thing. So a voice vote would keep us from having to put, 435 people into one room. So.
Okay. The Senate Republicans had a lot of concerns about the extension of unemployment benefits. Not so much the extension, but the increase, $600 a week for 4 months. That was a bone of contention because obviously at some point we're going to have to talk about the federal deficit. I mean, we're already talking about it, but we got to get through this. Is there anything in this Senate bill that really bothers you?
Oh, well, there's a ton of stuff that bothers me in the bill, but like any negotiation, sometimes there's a little bit of bad with the good in order to get to the good. So we're going through it. My team's been going through it. Examples are, I'm sure the Kennedy Center is a great place to go, but $25 million to the Kennedy Center during the coronavirus outbreak while American lives are being lost, I think that's pretty ridiculous. $75 million to NPR, public broadcasting, ridiculous. $75 million for the endowment for the arts, absolutely ridiculous. But
they did it. But it's in there. I mean, that's the Kennedy Center thing. I agree with you. Now, the president was asked about it at the briefing last night, and he said, "I've never been. I'm pretty busy. I like it well enough." I mean, even he's trying to be diplomatic about this. But at what financial cost eventually,
Yeah, I mean, it just adds up. It just keeps adding up. There's no doubt about it. Our debt is enormous, but this is absolutely a crisis. We've ground the economy to a halt, and we have a serious cash flow issue for these small businesses. They've got to get the help, or it'll be much worse downstream.
Congressman Green, thank you so much for being here. We are going to be watching you tomorrow, along with all of your colleagues, with bated breath, and our best to the folks of Tennessee. Congressman, thank you.